Good morning. Good morning. Happy day after Father's Day. And now it's time to get your money. Happy day after Father's Day. Let's get this bread. Let's get this money. It's bright and early, and you can call me MC Paper Chaser. Yeah. Now, a couple things I want to cover. I ended up going to bed last night late. That sucked. Don't do it. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes we get overloaded with things that we have to do, and we have to get it done before bed. And unfortunately, the big cost falls into hours of sleep. That's usually who gets the cut first. And I don't like it, because then you wake up the next morning and you're just tired. But good news, coffee. I'm going to be drinking some of this, wake back up. I got that done. So yeah, man, this is an exciting day. I love Mondays. Mondays mean I get to go out and make some more money. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to have any opportunities for overtime today. It's just not going to happen. I gotta pick up the kids. Oh, you heard that ding, ding, ding? I'll tell you exactly what that is. I'll take shoot a video of it tonight, actually. I'll let you know. It's something I do have to do, and now that's more work that's free. It doesn't cost me nothing to do, because I already have the tools. I have the means to make it happen. So now, I covered that. It's Monday. Time to make this money. Head over to work. I'm tired. I got coffee. And it also helps to have a good breakfast, a good hearty breakfast, and also to, stay active. Stay active. Jump around. Do some jumping jacks if you got to. Do some pull-ups while you're at work. Now, the next thing I want to give you a tip on. Today, I'm going to a place that has the Roach Coach. All right? The lesson I'm going to teach you is marry a woman that knows how to make a good sandwich. Good sandwich. Now, you say marry a woman. Maybe you are a woman and married to a man, or maybe you're single. You don't got no girlfriend or boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. Look, what I'm saying is make sure the lunches that you pack for yourself are delicious. They're good, nutritious, delicious, something you're excited to eat, because, a normal person just kind of throws together a lunch for themselves, make a bologna and cheese sandwich, and they get out to the area, and the Roach Coach, the taco truck, shows up, and it's loaded up with delicious foods, and you got like spaghetti or tacos with, carnitas, or chicken with all these different kinds of vegetables, maybe some guacamole. You're like, man, that's good. Man, that's good. And you're sitting there going to your truck to eat your lunch, and you got a bologna sandwich. Look, lots of people just go right to the truck and pay the $7, $12, sometimes more, in order to get a delicious lunch that they want to eat. I get it. I do. I understand. But, those $5, $12, $20, those for coffee break and lunch break, that stuff adds up, man. Let's say you spend a total of $20. You get yourself a couple tacos and an empanada or something, right? And it comes out to be $10. $10 for coffee, $10 for lunch. That's $20 a day, 5 days a week. That's $100 a week, $400 a month. And if you tell someone that they're paying $400 a month in bills, just to eat, when they don't have to, they're going to be like, well, that's horrible. Your wallet's not happy with you about that. But yet you do it because it's spur of the moment. People get comfortable in their lifestyle. That is a poison pill. Now, look, I get a lot of people want to be comfortable, but it's a poison pill, man, because once you start getting comfortable, then you're not really interested in furthering yourself, bettering yourself. You're comfortable. Why change things? You know, you stop preparing for the future like you should. It's a bad habit. It's a bad habit. It's a bad lifestyle to be comfortable. Don't be comfortable. You know, you're paying $400 a month so that you can eat some delicious food, so that you don't have to stay up late and make yourself a delicious lunch. Man, make yourself a delicious lunch so that way when the taco truck comes and you see all that food and you're like, nah, man. You can say, no, I'm excited about what I got. I got some smoked brisket sandwiches. And let me tell you something. I am excited. So when that truck comes, when people are like, oh, we're going out to this restaurant to grab some food for takeout, you want anything? You're like, hell no. Hell no. I got a smoked brisket sandwich waiting for me. Or maybe chicken pesto with fresh mozzarella and, you know, some arugula topped in spinach on top. And maybe some sun-dried tomatoes. You know, people don't realize just how much going out to eat or buying pre-made food is killing your finances. Learn how to cook or marry someone that knows how to cook. I know a guy who just sits around. He has a passion for just smoking meats and barbecuing meats. And he's always posting pictures about delicious food. I'm jealous, man. I'm like, wow. It's fantastic, but I can't be that jealous because I'm eating fantastic food. My wife can cook, so I'm happy about that. Look, if you can't do it, marry someone that can do it. If your significant other or your girlfriend, boyfriend can't do it, you need to step up, and someone's got to be cooking delicious food in your house. Someone's got to do it, or else you're going to go out to eat, pay for someone else to cook, and that's an expense that adds up. So now, look, I'm rambling. All right? I want to tell you guys it's important to wake up early, get to work. I'm a little behind schedule today because I woke up and I'm tired, so I was groggy and moving slow, but that's okay. You know what? Because I'm in the habit of showing up to work early, extra early. You know, I'm almost always the first one there. It's important to me. Because when I was younger, it wasn't so important to me. I was a habitual late arriver. And you pick up the reputation as a late guy. You know, a guy that shows up late. Bosses don't trust you as much. You know, you might get your pay docked. You know, lose a half hour. You think that's no big deal. That adds up, man. I show up to work early. So that way, on days like today, when I'm kind of groggy and I'm moving slow and crap sucks, it's all right. I'm still going to be early. You see how that works? It's fantastic. And I wake up early, man. I wake up at 3:45 a.m. Whew. I wake up before the rooster does. It's brutal. But, you know, you get into a day-to-day routine. A lot of people struggle with waking up. Let me tell you something. If you do it every day, you wake up at the same time every day, you go to bed at the same time every day, your body gets accustomed to it. And then, you know, you naturally wake up. Sometimes you wake up 5 minutes before the alarm goes off. You know, I hate when that happens, but it happens. And sometimes you turn your alarm off, you're like, I don't have to wake up. And then you will just wake up anyway. Your body's used to it. And if you really get in the habit of it, you wake up refreshed. I would also point out, please get at least 7 hours of sleep every night. You know, I go for 7. People will tell you 8. Man, I would love it if I could just get 8 hours of sleep every night. I'm too busy. Busy. I got work to do. I got things to accomplish. But I find trying to get by with 6 hours of sleep every night, that's a rough lifestyle. That is a rough lifestyle and not one I'm excited about because I'm always tired. I've done it before. But with me, everyone's different. Do what works for you, but make sure you get your sleep, man. Tonight I'm going to go to bed a little early. Now, I do want to tell you, you always see me talking about work, and I'm always, staying working, and it's productive work, I'm also going to tell you, you could find yourself working a whole lot, not getting nothing done. Well, you need to be diligent in your work. You need to be smart in your work. You need to work to accomplish things, and I'm preaching about that. I'm always telling you, you gotta work, but I have a little guilty pleasure myself. I go to bed at night and I sit there and just look up real estate homes. And I try to go to bed early so that I can spend about a half hour looking at houses. And I found one, oh my goodness, it's like a mansion for $200,000. The reason it's so cheap, doesn't even look like it's that beat up. But it was made in like the 1800s. Old houses are drafty. They're drafty. They cost a lot to keep warm. They cost a lot to keep cool in the summer. There's always a leak somewhere. Mice are always able to get in. It was made in the 1800s, but it was built to last. But it was also farther than where I live now, and I'm like, man, I would have to drive 2 hours every time I'd want to go someplace. 2 hours. Like, that's maybe a bit much. But if I saw a huge opportunity there, for maybe flipping a house, or I may jump on that. 2 hour drive to work and back every day, that's crazy, but people do it. I do an hour and a half, and if it's bad traffic, 2 hours. So if I'm driving back to other places and it's bad traffic, 2.5 hours. Goodness. But either way, I guess I've pretty much covered everything I want to do. I did want to tell you a little bit more about real estate. You got to take a look at houses. So when I'm looking at houses, I find a house, it's like 2 or 3 bedrooms, it's what I want, it's all fixed up, it's all nice. I'm not looking for that, man. I'm looking for something that is beat up, it looks rough, it needs some work, so it's cheap, maybe needs some cabinetry work, maybe it's got some busted up holes in the walls, doors broken, a window has plywood on it. Those things, you can fix those. You could do a few different repairs and then resell it for a higher price, and make money off that. Still presenting it as busted up, but not as busted up as when you bought it, so you could charge a higher price. If the housing market's right for that, you could do that. But you also got to pay attention, make sure that, be careful. You got to look out for things like cracks in the walls. If there's cracks in the walls, that may imply the foundation is settling at a rapid rate. The foundation may be a problem. Now, that is an expensive repair. That is something you're going to have to get a whole nother loan for. You got to make sure the skeleton is good. If the bones are good and the foundation's good, you can fix up things like some electricity work here, some plumbing work there, replace a window. You can do all that. But man, when it comes to foundation work, and if the skeleton of it is bad, that is a tough one. I'm not sure I want to touch that. Because like I said, I'm really not like a contractor, and I'm really not. I'm just more kind of a guy that knows how to fix some things. And my knowledge gains all the time. Look, all the time, I can't tell you how many times I've had to repair things around the house, and I have no clue what I'm doing. So I drive to work and I sit on YouTube and I watch videos of guys telling you what to do. Sometimes you got to just do that. Sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to learn about it. And then you find out the tool is like $10, $15. Okay, that's doable. Sometimes tools are a bit more expensive. You're like, all right, I'm going to need to bust a move and make something happen. In order to make that happen, you better figure out a way. You better do something. Maybe you got something around the house that actually costs some money. Maybe someone has some job that they need you to do. You could do it for $50. I do those little jobs all the time. I got one job I got to do. They want me to paint a picture, and I can't stand painting pictures, but you know, this one should be pretty easy because it's a lot of work, a lot of time, and it doesn't pay that much. Now, if I was like a professional painter where I could really just sit there and bust out like a painting in like a half an hour and sell it for $150, oh snap, I wouldn't, that's all I would do. I'd quit my job and just do that. But it's not. I have to put in a lot of work on a painting, and it doesn't get that much money. The reason I jumped on this one is a landscape, because if you do a little mistake with a landscape here or there, no one really notices. If you make a mistake with a tree and the tree has a limb in a different place, no one notices, no one cares it's a tree. Trees could throw limbs wherever the heck they want. They want to put a branch here, well, that's where the branch goes. So no one sees anything out of place if you mess up a branch. Faces, which is the real money, the faces, it needs to be perfect. Perfect. You know, if you make a slight mistake, it looks like the person you're trying to paint, their sister or brother. You make just a slight mistake, you know, faces are tough. You take a lot of work. This was a landscape. I'm going to do it. I need a couple extra bucks in my pocket. I got someone else who's needs some furniture moved. I'm going to do it because then I can buy that tool I need to dig that trench that I was telling you about. But there's not much I can do today, because today I got to pick up the kids. Now I'm going to go back to the house and just do some work here, work there. Also on top of that, the water filters at my house are starting to blink yellow, which means I got a whole lot of filters I need to change, because I like to change them all at once. If one filter goes yellow, the pure filter goes yellow, then the Brita filter goes yellow. I've noticed that they're very similar. And if that's the case, then the filter that's going into, you know, my tankless water heater, I better replace that too. And that's an expense. I got a lot of filters. I want to make sure my water's filtered. I can drink out of the faucet and it's tasty. It's cool. It's tasty. It's important. It's important for a family. Anyway, guys, I'm at 17 minutes, 50 seconds. I've rambled on a little longer than I would like, but you know, with these things, it's all about content, content, content. Got to put out the content. And I hope you learned something. I hope you did. Or I hope you changed your mindset. Maybe I didn't teach you something, but maybe I reminded you of a lesson that you already knew about, you know. Hopefully, maybe it gets you back, reminds you that, or gives you that bump to actually take what you heard and put it into practice. You should. All right, guys. Well, until the next video, talk to you later. Bye-bye.